Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dale Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and I'm now joined by 2015 NFL Draft prospect, safety out of the University of South Alabama, Terrell Brigham. I appreciate you taking some time to chat today, Terrell. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Just been working out and everything, getting ready for quarter coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I got to say, it's definitely a pleasure to get right to it, and we're definitely going to be talking about, of course, the possibilities of playing in the NFL. But I want to start off by asking you a pretty simple question. Of course, as we know, yesterday was National Signing Day, so I just want to ask you, coming out of high school, why did you decide to attend South Alabama and play football for the Jags?
I just felt like the place here, it was very home feeling, very welcoming with the coaches and everything, campus-wise, and what's been built, and I just wanted to be a part of history here.
Mm-hmm. Well, you went on to play in 10 games as a freshman, and then as a sophomore in 2012, you became the starting safety for the Jags. You were actually fourth on the team in tackles with 71, and you also recorded a couple of interceptions. Can you just take us through how you found out you won the starting job that season? And I know you guys didn't have a ton of team success that season, going 2-11, but did you expect to have the impact that you ended up having on the defense that season?
I kind of did, and then again, I didn't know what this, but I just trusted in my training and everything, that everything would pay off in the game.
Well, the next season as a junior in 2013, you started each and every game once again, recorded 65 tackles and a forced and a recovered fumble. The team finished 6-6, actually ending that season on a high note, winning the last three. What were both your individual and team expectations for this past season, knowing that it'll be your final go-around at the college level? I mean, I got to think you wanted to go out with a bang.
Yeah, we were definitely trying to go out with a bang. We wanted to kind of make those goals for our junior year, go to a bowl game and win conference. But unfortunately that didn't happen. We were bowl eligible, but we didn't get picked for a bowl game. So we wanted to make those goals come true my senior year.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first 3 years of yours at South Alabama, you played free safety, but this past season you actually played strong safety. Is that right?
Yes, sir, but it's all interchangeable with the system that we run, so it's basically like the same thing. So.
All right, well, obviously, Terrell, this past season, I would say you definitely went out with a bang. I mean, you led the team in tackles with 113. You also had 7 pass breakups, 3.5 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries. As a team, you guys finished the regular season 6-6, and the South Alabama Jags made its first appearance in a bowl game where you guys took on Bowling Green. Now, unfortunately, you guys lost that game in a close one, 33-28. Nonetheless, it was still a great season for you and the team. With all that being said, how would you describe not only this past season, but your overall college football experience at the University of South Alabama?
I definitely think it was a great experience for the school, our team, just for and the atmosphere of being in the first bowl game. And I just think that it's just something, it's a beginning. Mm-hmm. It's a stepping stone for greatness for the program.
And you mentioned that one of your goals heading into this season was to play in a bowl game. As I mentioned, it was the first ever bowl game in South Alabama football history. Does that mean anything to you, although you guys did end up losing? I mean, it still had to feel pretty good to get there, right?
Yeah, I don't like to celebrate more victory, but I mean, it was a good thing getting there. It would have been even better to win, but it was definitely a great start for the program, I feel like. And just great for everybody to experience a bowl game before they leave.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt that the program is definitely pointing upwards. Once again, Chris Shanfield talking with 2015 NFL draft prospect Terrell Brigham, safety out of South Alabama. And Terrell, you guys have had a ton of talent on that team for a while now. What's it like going against fellow NFL draft prospects such as quarterback Brandon Bridge, tight end Wes Saxton, wide receiver Shavarius Smith in practice every day? I got to think that somehow, some way, they've made your game better throughout the years and vice versa.
Every play is definitely a competition, and we compete every day. Definitely get better, and they just make us raise our level. If we're having a bad day, I mean, they make us want to raise our playing level and play up to their level and just get us better.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, now I know there's been many of them, but if you had to single out one, what's the biggest or most memorable play that you've made throughout your college football career?
Probably the big hit against Texas State. I picked this guy up and power bombed him across the middle of the field.
Do you have a wrestling background?
No.
Once again, Chris Shanfield talking with 2015 NFL draft prospect, safety out of South Alabama, Terrell Brigham here on the CS podcast. And Terrell, just a few more questions for you, then I'll let you go. I really do appreciate your time. What do you feel is your greatest strength as a safety?
Definitely play recognition, tackling, and just being a ball player, just making plays.
How about a weakness? Is there anything specific that you'll be taking some time to improve on during the offseason?
Basically, probably long-term speed. I mean, that's probably the main thing.
All right, now let's say there's an NFL general manager listening to this very interview. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, Terrell, but I'm actually out of Chicago, so hopefully the Bears' new GM is listening to this interview because we really need a new safety. But let's say there's an NFL general manager listening to this interview. Why should he want safety out of South Alabama, Terrell Brigham, a part of his team?
Because I can bring leadership to the table. I got a nose for the ball and just want to get better every day and just succeed and get better.
Hey, man, I sure hope the Bears general manager is listening to this because, like I said, I don't know if there's a team in the NFL that needs a nice, young, athletic safety more than the Chicago Bears. But is there a safety currently playing in the NFL today that you might compare your game to?
I guess it was the way Cam Chancellor, the way he hit and just had a nose for the ball and just basically a dog out there just wants to hit.
Hey, arguably the best safety in the NFL. Can't go wrong with that. There's not anything else that I love more than a physical, hard-hitting safety. So, like I said, definitely cannot go wrong with that. Has it sunk in yet that you've played in your final college football game and that the next time you play will be in the pros?
Yes, sir. Hopefully that dream right there comes true. Hopefully I keep working hard, and all this will pay off in the end.
Well, of course, the NFL draft is just a couple of months away. What's next for you? I mean, are you training anywhere? Are you going to any regional combines or anything like that? Can you just tell us where you're at as of right now?
Right now, I'm just training and working out. Back at school and get ready for pro day on March 30th.
Hey, sounds good. Well, Terrell, I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck throughout this process. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Congratulations on a very successful college football career at South Alabama. You have anything else for us before I let you go?
No, thanks for your time. It was fun doing this interview.
Hey, the pleasure was all mine, Terrell. Once again, best of luck to you and take care, all right?
You too. Thanks.